Hello everyone, welcome to SwitchUp as we once again have a look at some of the games coming out for the Switch and the Switch 2 in this upcoming week. In terms of dates, we're going from the 18th of October up until the 24th, and it's a pretty stacked week to be fair, lots to get through. So what's coming out this week? Well, let's find out. First off then, we've got Double Dragon Revive. The Double Dragon series has been around for a long time now. I think 87 the first game came out in arcades, and it says this new game has been possible thanks to the passionate support of retro game fans over the years. It promises renewed, stylish character graphics, the ultimate in belt scroll action experience. Belt scroll or belt action games is another name for beat 'em ups, owing to the fact that you kind of move along almost conveyor belt style from screen to screen as you take the enemies down. And it says you'll need to delve into the strategy by learning enemy patterns and find the most effective attack timings. The Double Dragon series is a bit of a strange one for me. I mean, it was certainly one of the heavy hitters and one of the series that pushed the genre of beat 'em ups forward. It wasn't the first, but it was definitely up there in terms of innovating what was to come. But it has fluctuated in quality over the years. I'd have to see this 3D style in motion to give a proper judgment. The screenshots, even the trailer, don't sell me on it, but yeah, it's sometimes different when you see the game in full flow. £28.99 though for this one if you are interested. It's out on the 22nd. Okay, next then we've got Persona 3 Reload. This is a remake of Persona 3 which released in 2006. This remake coming out last year, 2024, elsewhere. And it's nice to see this game come to the Switch 2. Hopefully paves the way for a lot of the other big RPGs to follow it. It says you'll step into the shoes of a transfer student thrust into an unexpected fate when entering the hour hidden between one day and the next. You'll need to forge meaningful bonds, choosing how to spend each day through various activities from exploring the port island to forging genuine bonds with unforgettable characters. You'll need to battle your way through Tartarus, the ever-changing mysterious labyrinth, and master deep strategic combat. I haven't actually played Persona 3 myself. I've played 4, and I'm a big fan of the Shin Megami Tensei series, where Persona kind of spawned from, if you like. 3, the original 3, of course, is on the Switch, and now this Reload version, this remake, is coming to the Switch 2, which is good. And there is a demo available if you want to give it a try first. Otherwise, it's out on the 23rd, and it will cost £54.99, or your regional equivalent.
Peace.
I understand what my purpose is now.
You've known since the beginning.
You're kidding, right? Yes.
Also this week then we've got Full Metal Schoolgirl. I mean, you see the whole spectrum of blurbs when you make these videos. You go from literally a couple of lines to ones that write you a whole novella to explain their story, and that's certainly the case here. Very much paraphrasing, it's set in the year 2089, where the United Federation of Japan is an industrial powerhouse. Working 24 hours a day is considered virtuous, and the country's industry is controlled by a single giant corporation. It looks as if you are looking to fight back against the cyborg corporate slaves known as the Working Dead, who will attack you in droves as you try to trash their offices. It says to show no mercy and scrap them all. The battlefield is a 100-story skyscraper, with the evil CEO awaiting at the top floor. Use materials and rewards obtained from defeating enemies to upgrade and customize your machine girl. And the whole thing is live streamed and your viewers will be cheering you on. It does sound crazy, it sounds quite a lot of fun as well, to be fair. This is a Switch 2 game, by the way, sorry I should have said. The 23rd of October being its release date. £39.99 is the asking price, albeit you can get 10% available off of that price up until just before launch day. Next then we have another Switch 2 game. This is Powerwash Simulator 2. It says you'll play through a fresh new campaign, uncovering more of Muckingham's mysteries, plus venture even further out to brand new grime-coated locations like Sponge Valley, Power Falls and Lubris City. Reach new heights of power washing professionalism with a range of new tools to help you achieve a spectacular sparkle high and low, and you can kick back and relax in your home base after a day's hard cleaning. Watch your worries melt away with each swipe of your power washer. Cleaning feels even better in Powerwash Simulator 2. Yeah, I've never played the first game. I know lots of people swear by it and say it's very therapeutic almost, quite cathartic. Maybe now's the time for me to jump in and see what all the fuss is about. But yeah, another one that's out on the 23rd if you are interested. Like I said, a Switch 2 game this one. £19.99 or your regional equivalent.
They don't really do much or contribute to the gameplay, but they perform highly in our market research focus groups. Keep an eye on the office in the back for your memento trophies stacking up, and try and piece together...
Okay, another one coming out this week then, we've got The Good Old Days. Here it says you'll be diving into a nostalgic Metroidvania-style adventure, exploring creepy underground caverns, rescuing your friends and unlocking new abilities and pathways. Encounter a changing cast of characters and retro pop culture references as you face fearsome challenges, and the whole thing is reminiscent of classic 80s adventure films. I mean, just from that sentence alone, my mind immediately goes to things like The Goonies, Stand By Me perhaps as well, that sort of thing. I do like the art style. I mean, I think it mentioned pixel art a minute ago. I don't know if I read that bit to you, but it's got like that heavy CRT TV look to it. Very much looks like a game of the era it's clearly trying to replicate, but at the same time has that kind of higher level of graphics. Really quite an interesting one, actually. I like the look of this. I wonder if each of the characters has their own special powers or something like that you'll switch between. I've got a feeling that's going to be the case. £26.99 this one goes for when it releases on the 23rd, but it's another one with 10% available off of that price, and this goes up until launch day. Okay, now my most anticipated game of the week, it's Plants vs Zombies Replanted. This game, honestly, when I played this for the first time, it's such a simple premise. I mean, it's effectively a tower defense game where you have to use a number of plants to stop the zombies from entering your house. Each plant obviously has its own power. You have pea shooters, you have like mushrooms that explode and emit poisonous gases, cherry bombs, you have your sunflowers that obviously give you the energy, therefore the currency to carry on, and a number of different zombies with different powers and defenses that will try to get through. Yeah, I played this game to death back in the day, no pun intended. I played it on the Xbox 360 and the DS, which had a very good port, owing to the fact, of course, it had that touchscreen control. This one promises to be bigger, brighter and crazier than ever, having been remastered with upscaled HD graphics. You can team up with a friend in local co-op. I don't remember if the first one had co-op, I don't think it did. There's a new feature called Cloudy Day Mode, where sunlight is limited and planting becomes a tactical challenge. That sounds interesting. And there's a hardcore mode as well. Yeah, I can't wait to dive back into this game. This sucked up so many hours of my life back in the day. 23rd of October, this one releases. It's a Switch 1 and Switch 2 release, and they both release for £17.99 or your regional equivalent. Next then is Becastled. In this game, you'll be building a castle by day and defending it by night. It says it combines cozy city building with thrilling tower defense strategy. You'll need to transform a humble village into a thriving medieval city, building farms and markets to keep your people fed and prosperous, and securing a steady flow of wood and iron. You'll raise walls and watchtowers, fortify the gates, and prepare your defences for the siege that comes at night. It says you'll need to choose your location wisely, as hills, rivers and forests are your natural defences, and it can set you on the path to an unbreakable stronghold. It does say though that be aware as seasons change, these allies can betray you. A river may serve as a moat in summer, only to freeze in winter and become a bridge for your enemies. Quite an interesting concept. Another game that's out on the 23rd, obviously a very busy day that one. £22.49 is the selling price here, but you can get 10% off of that price, this time up until the 30th of October. Following on from that then, we've got Once Upon a KATAMARI, the latest game in the KATAMARI series. It says a shiny new KATAMARI Damacy adventure awaits, experience new stages and a fabulous new soundtrack. Behold a fresh, rolling experience we've never seen before. Support tools like the magnet to draw in nearby objects. You'll roll through the ages, going through the Jurassic era, the Ice Age, Imperial Japan and more. And there's also 4-player mode Katamari Ball. Looks as if that's an online experience. I've played a couple of the Katamari games before, they are fun. It's actually surprising how much fun they are. That's not a knock against the game, it's just such a simple premise, such an odd one really. You just rolling around and collecting everything in your path, but it just works so well and it's definitely a fun time. This one's out on the 24th this time and will sell for £34.99 or your regional equivalent.
In this Katamari Damacy, the starry...
The penultimate game for the week then, we've got Hot Wheels Let's Race Ultimate Speed. This comes via Game Mill and is one of 2 racing games they have coming out this week. You'll see the other one in a moment. It promises iconic Hot Wheels vehicles and tracks such as the GT Scorcher, Super Twin Mill, Roger Dodger and Duck and Roll. It says meet your favourite Hot Wheels Let's Race characters. Is this the show that was on, was it Netflix or something like that? I remember my son quite enjoying a Hot Wheels show at some point, perhaps it's based on that. There are a number of different modes, including Racing Camp, Cup Championship, Speed Trials, Track Builder and Free Race, and Boss Showdowns to partake in as well. It's got up to 4 players, locally I believe. Yes, locally, sorry, it says here split screen racing. And there have been a couple of Hot Wheels games out on the Switch. I don't know if they were via Game Mill, I don't know who published those, and they weren't, as far as I can remember at least, based on the show. But this one is out on the 24th. It will sell for £34.99, but there is 10% available off that price up until just before launch day. And the final game for the week then, the other racing game that I mentioned a moment ago, we've got Fast and Furious Arcade Edition. So this is, as the title implies, the arcade game of Fast and Furious, the long-running movie series now, and it says you'll choose from licensed supercars and tear through intense cinematic tracks packed with shortcuts, stunts, missions, and explosive surprises. You can race solo or go head-to-head in 2-player split screen, with drifting, nitro boosts, and precision driving all included in the game. There are 8 cars to choose from, including the Dodge Charger, the Corvette Z06, the Shelby GT500 KR, Ford GT, the Bronco DR, the Jeep Wrangler, and more. Can't be many more if there's only 8. And I don't know really how to feel about this one. It's, as it says, an arcade game. I never played it. I do love arcade races. You know, games like the Cruising series back in the day, even if they were a bit janky, they did always appeal to me. So this one, despite the fact I've got no time at all for the films, I've only seen a couple of them and they really weren't my sort of thing, and it's probably going to be a bit janky. It's still semi on my radar, I must say. Anyway, £24.99 for that one, and it's another one that's out on the 24th. So there you have it, another week of Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 releases. I think that's a good week, I must say. I've got Plants vs Zombies right up there on the top of my list, but then you got things like Double Dragon, Persona 3, even that Metal Schoolgirl one sounded good, and that Racer at the end, I'll be honest. As a guilty pleasure, that's probably on my list too. Do let me know if you're planning on picking any of these up. Please do stick it all in the comment section below. Don't forget we do have a second channel now, SwitchUp Extra. We're still kind of feeling our way through exactly what to do with it. At the minute, the plan is some no commentary gameplay videos for those of you that just want to see what a game looks like running without anyone chatting to you. But we have started to put videos on with us talking as well. Some of us solo and others of us just having a chat, having a bit of a laugh whilst we're playing. I'll put a card to the new channel in the top right hand corner. Please do feel free to go and give some of our stuff a watch, and if you like what you see, subscribe, that would be lovely. Don't forget, if you're looking for eShop credit, you can use our website switchup.gg to get your eShop cards, and doing so will get you 5% of your purchase price back as cashback. And there's a link down there to Play Asia if you want to import any games. Again, use the link and the code and you get yourself 5% off of your order. Thank you to our patrons and our channel members for your continued support, and to each and every one of you for watching our videos. Take care, and until next time, happy gaming.